What's good, family? I got to say a big shout out to my general round one for coming through and sponsoring your man the YB's coins in the membership section. No doubt. Now, it's all kicking off right now in today's video. Your man's Usyk, obviously, after pushing Anthony Mandela Gandhi Joshua's wig back for him about a month ago, Oleksandr Usyk has been feeling himself a little too nicely, and essentially he's fired some shots at Tyson oh, oh, Fury, and he said the following: with regards to Tyson Fury, I do regard that fight to be a huge one. Very nice, it's a very big fight, very nice, very big show, drama show, I like. He says, I do regard this fight to be a huge one. A very nice one, he says. A very nice, a huge one. I see him. He's very good, he's very good, he's very nice, I like, good athlete. So yeah, I see him as a very good fighter. Good athlete. But he talks a lot. He has a long tongue. He has an active tongue. He claims he's the king of the kings. But it's only he who thinks that. That's what I can say about him. Wow! He goes on. Before my fight with Mr. Mandela Gandhi Joshua, everyone was saying that I haven't got a single chance to win and beat AJ. I used to hear those types of things throughout my life, but I am capable of beating Fury, because I'm not boasting that I can just punish and beat every boxer in the world, but I just go to the gym and do my job. I'm not trying to present myself as the king of the universe. I do what I have to do. I concentrate, and I'm focused, and I get the results according to my effort. Wow! So you just heard there from your man's Oleksandr very nice Usyk. Yeah? Only Fury thinks he's the king of kings. I'm capable of beating him. Now, one of the key phrases that Usyk uses here, he says, where was it? I do what I have to do. Yeah? I push wigs back. Whatever wigs there are that need to go back, they go back. Yeah? If you need your wig pushing back, it going back. No problem. That's what Usyk can do for you. If anyone's got a wig out there that needs to go back, let him know, and he'll push it right back for you. As AJ found out, because AJ's wig went back, all the way back, especially in that last round. Yeah, that last round, Eddie Hearn had judges and had the time man, and yeah, Eddie Hearn had the timekeeper pushing the watch 10 seconds early. No, I'm joking, but yeah, obviously, AJ's wig got flung right off his barnet for him by Usyk. And Usyk's just saying to Fury, checking Fury essentially. And I like this. This is good. This is needed because, and I'm hoping that Usyk comes out of his shell, because at the end of the day, in 2021, I've noticed with boxing, and then I have to give respect to Fury and Wilder to an extent for this as well. But apart from them two, boxing, and I'm going to blame AJ for this to an extent. Boxing in 2021, especially in the most free division, yeah, we're talking about the heavyweights. Boxing, heavyweight boxing in 2021 has become extremely, almost sickeningly fruity. All this shaking hands and kissing and smiling and hugging and licking and, you know what I'm saying, stroking and flapping together. What's all that about? I don't get it. I have to remind myself sometimes, oh yeah, we are in boxing, aren't we? Not tennis. And even in tennis, even in football, I don't see so much flappery going on. Do you? Genuinely. Before a Champions League football match, I've never seen all the big players smiling and taking... I've never seen it. Show me. Prove me wrong. Before a big tennis match, I've never seen Roger Federer and Djokovic all kissy, licky. No, they got game to play. Afterwards, but then again, even afterwards, yeah, they shake hands, but I don't remember them seeing hugging and kissing, a lot of the time they're upset. And they walk off, they storm off. Not AJ. AJ ain't storming nowhere. He want to take pictures. Yeah? He want to kiss babies. He want to kiss Usyk's baby for him. So, my point is, Usyk, I do hope, going into this AJ rematch, and in the future, Usyk, I know he don't speak great English, but why not? Bring some venom. And I know he's already admitted there he's not the biggest talker, but you don't actually have to say a lot. Actions can be, you know what I'm saying? You can have the most ferocious actions. And these words here, punking Fury, trying to punk Fury, telling Fury, listen Fury, you open your mouth, your tongue, you're loose with your tongue. Yeah? Usyk obviously has Ukrainian mafiosi ties. So he's saying to Fury, you're loose with your tongue. And what happens in our industry, yeah? When dons are loose with their tongue, they tend to lose it. That's what he's telling Fury, 100%. He's telling Fury, from my set, in my set, yeah? In my set, dons who are loose with their tongues end up losing it, yeah? That's what he's saying, 100%. Usyk don't mix his words. Usyk is a man of many words, of few words. Yeah? No doubt. And he's checking Fury. Now, how he performs. I'm intrigued to see how he performs against AJ. I'm intrigued to see if he beats AJ, how he performs against Fury. I can't lie to you. I do want to see more from Usyk, truth be known. Because, not on the words front, I'm talking about on the performance front. Because I know people are going to laugh at me for this. And I promise I'm not pulling a Johnny Nelson. But I do feel Usyk is a bit one-dimensional. In as much as part of the reason why I have never really rated him and I never really liked him, and I think it's quite not just me. I think most of the reason people don't rate him is because of his fight style. It's a bit like Fury versus Vlad 1. Fury versus Vlad. The reason people, myself included, didn't rate that performance was because it was a certain type of performance. Especially the heavyweights. People don't want to watch that. As much as Fury fans and the Usyk fans will try and convince you otherwise, they don't. It's not conducive for heavyweight boxing. It's not a conducive style. And people are saying Usyk's really great. I know, and this is the thing. He's not saying it, but my point is, why not? Bear in mind that there aren't that many big fights left for anyone really. At the top of the division now, there's a few top dons. Dillian White, AJ, Wilder, Usyk. There's only a few fights there. And I feel that the least these guys just can start doing, not so much Fury and Wilder, because they've proven they can do that, but a lot of these other guys need to say to themselves, alright, realistically I've got 4 fights. The least I can do is go in there. And even Usyk, okay, you've beat AJ now. You've proven you can hang. Now, go in there, you and your trainer, and that's why I've got a video coming soon. Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill said, Fury's going to be fighting everyone, and we're going for knockouts. We don't train for nothing else, knockouts. Knockouts is where we start, knockouts is where we finish. I respect that to the umpth degree. To the umpteenth degree, I respect that, because there's not enough of that in this sport today. Today, you've got people like Ben Davison who actively train and advise against the KO. Yeah, Ben Davison trained and advised Josh Taylor with 4 rounds to go not to go for the KO and to flap instead. And that for me is a disgrace to the sport. And it just highlights the class and quality of men like Sugar Hill in that regard. Yeah? And on that basis, Usyk, if you really have got them kind of skills, because Usyk said, I was told not to KO him. Well, this time, KO him. This time, make a plan. Show us how great you are, Usyk. Yeah? If you're that great, or if you want to show you're that great, make a plan. Make a great plan with Lomachenko's trainer. Make a plan to exhibit your greatness. Go in there. It doesn't have to be a 1-round KO. I'm not asking for Mike Tyson, but I'm asking for at some point within 12 rounds to stop him. Yeah? No doubt. That's what you should be focusing on right now. And it links back into this Fury business with him trying to punk Fury. Him telling Fury, listen, I got your number. I want you bad. Because guess what? Fury, under Sugar Hill, he coming for that. And I think Usyk, in my opinion, he got away with it with AJ. I don't think he's going to get away with it with Fury. Or at least Fury's shown us. He's going to come to get stuck in. What will Usyk do then? We don't know. Yeah? And part of me thinks that maybe is Usyk getting carried away with himself. And I can't blame Usyk. Usyk's thinking to himself, wait a minute, I've just schooled the most ferocious dude at heavyweight. The rest of these guys are easy work. The rest of these guys are food. But he didn't school the AJ of old. That's not your fault. But I'm saying, other cats, is Fury going to play around as much as AJ was? I doubt it. If Fury wasn't prepared to play around with Wilder, who has much more power than Usyk, it should be light work for Usyk, for him to go in there and have a quick go on Usyk. That said, Usyk, he wants it. And that's one thing you can't knock Usyk for. He wants it. He'll have a go on anyone. Or he'll try and have a go. And I rate that. But like I said, ultimately, for me, going in there and nicking fights, that don't really mean much for me. I can't lie to you. That's why people said, YB, give Usyk credit. Well, I'd have given him credit if he'd just knocked AJ out. That would have told me. And the thing is, it was on a plate. Let's be honest now. If Usyk had have started going for the KO 3 rounds earlier, he would have got it probably, wouldn't he? Because he wasn't even trying for it, and he still nearly got it. So imagine if he'd have tried for it for the last 3 rounds. And I think when you're in control of a fight, you owe it to yourself and to the sport to go for the KO. And that's why Josh Taylor, in his last fight, was so disappointing, in my opinion. He'd put the guy down twice. He had 4 rounds to go. Easily could have started building up and going for it. No. He was told to back off, and he lost the last 4 rounds because he was flapping. Absolute abomination. So, these guys need to start putting premium into that stuff. Yeah? It's no good telling Fury, Fury is the only one who thinks he's the best one. Well, to be fair to Fury, Fury says he's the best one, and he fights like he's the best one. You can't take that away from Fury. Yeah? Well, you can, but you have to take it away from him, if that makes sense. Go in there and take it away from him. Because even if Usyk went in there, yeah, fannied around for 12 rounds and won, he still ain't, I'm sorry, it still ain't going to cut it for me. Greatness in this sport, it's not just about winning. It's how you win, in my opinion. Especially at heavyweight, where every shot can be the last shot. You've got no excuse not to be going for it. These guys at 120 pounds or whatever, who ain't got no ding, that's different. But these big looking ass dudes, oh, it's no good you big looking ass dudes acting like you're 120 pounds. There's a reason you're heavyweights, yeah? Act like it, kind of thing. So anyway, you heard there from Usyk checking Fury. Usyk telling Fury, I want you bad. Fury, I'm already thinking about you. Now, some people are going to say, YB, is Usyk licking his chops a little bit too early? Is he forgetting about AJ? Well, we don't know. Because to be fair to Usyk, who knows? Who knows what state AJ is going to come in the ring? We don't know. It is not certain. AJ saying some good things, AJ saying some bad things. We don't know. It's a lottery at this point. Anyone who tells you they're 100% confident in AJ, tell them to show you their betting slip. Oops. That's what, from now on, don't tell me how confident you are. Show me the betting slip. Yeah? Show me the mortgage you put on AJ. Oops. Not one Don, not one confident AJ fan has shown me their mortgage yet. Oops. Because before, me and many other people would have put our mortgages on the fight. Ain't no one looking to do that now. And rightfully so. Because you earn that kind of respect. When people are going in there and putting big amounts of money on AJ, that ain't for nothing. AJ earned that. He lost that now. He ain't got no respect for me. Yeah, that's gone. Never again will I believe, until he showed me something, never again am I going to believe he going to win. There was a time I told you, man, listen, there's no one in the heavyweight division today that can beat AJ. Even on his worst day, he found a way to win. Oops. That's gone now. He lost that. And it's going to take him a few fights. Even if he comes back against Usyk, ain't going to mean nothing. Because don't forget, Usyk is a cruiserweight, ultimately. Now, anyway, it's good to see, and I hope that Usyk pushes on now, this kind of rhetoric. Why not? Now, I'm not saying he needs to become WWE 2.0, but like I said, you don't have to say a lot. A few stern words. Fury, you're the only Don who think you're the king. Yeah? But I beat the king. I beat the super athlete. I beat the 6'6" Africanulese. You beat chicken legs. Yeah? And imagine if Usyk can go on to say, Fury, I KO'd AJ. Yeah? Did him smoothly. I did the man that you were ducking. Fury, the man you was ducking, I just iced. How about that? Yeah? That's the narrative that Usyk should have in his head right now. And there's nothing wrong with it. Because I'm sick of hearing people say things like, oh, IB, Usyk humble. Usyk doesn't need to be... You forget that AJ's the one who brought that crap around. Before 2020, or before 2013, yeah, no one was talking about heavyweights rubbing each other off for being humble. No one was. At most, people would say, yeah, Klitschko, he is a respectful champion. No one was talking about, oh, he humble. And even Klitschko, to be fair, I remember Klitschko telling AJ, I got the USB. I remember Klitschko telling Tyson Fury, I'm going to operate on you. So even Klitschko, he was smoky. Even Klitschko was more smoky than AJ. Wow, it's bad. There's no telling why we are where we are now. AJ moist, when you think about it, on hindsight. David Hay, Klitschko was actually he was pretty smoky. AJ took it to a whole nother level of moistness. AJ got to the point where he wouldn't say one aggressive or passive-aggressive thing. Like Klitschko saying, my name's Dr. Stillhammer, and I'm going to operate on you. That was passive-aggressive. AJ don't even do that. AJ say, oh, I love him, and he's my best friend, and I can't wait to get beat and then take pictures with you afterwards. Wow, you're moist. So there's nothing wrong with going back to this way of being stern. Having confidence and being stern about your words. And not mixing your words up. Fury, you are the only Don who thinks he is the king. No one else will think that. Yeah? I'm daddy here. And I'm going to show you I'm daddy. No doubt.